Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wildfire Gaming. This is SlowBurne. I'm gonna get into the action here shortly, but before I start, I just wanted to say a few words. Um, he hasn't been a part of this channel or anything directly, but um, it is a sad day for Wildfire Gaming, and for me personally. Uh, a sad time more so than just a sad day. And that is because my grandfather, Jim Raines, has passed away. And I just want to say a few words about how important he was to me personally and to basically how he kind of shaped me into who I am today. As you can tell from the plethora of videos that we have here on Wildfire Gaming, I am a huge fan of gaming, and that love for gaming would have been there, whether regardless of my grandfather. He wasn't a fan of games. He watched a lot of baseball, watched a lot of the news, watched a lot of late night talk shows, the kind of stuff that an elderly man here in America would typically watch. But what he did do is foster my love for gaming. When I was a kid, I have a really impressive PlayStation 1 and particularly PlayStation 2 library. And a lot of that is because when I was a kid, he was extremely generous in buying me games all the time. He bought me probably the lion's share of my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 library. And those games that I played during my formative years, the Spyro series, the Crash Bandicoot series, the Jak and Daxter series, and some of the greatest games of all time, really. Shadow of the Colossus comes to mind, and Croc. I mean, just like so many games that I've played. Some here on this channel were bought by him, and another big thing that he did that really kind of enhanced and deepened my love for games, and was whenever on I believe it was my 11th birthday, he bought me a year's subscription to Game Informer, which is that magazine that you get at GameStop. You hear me talking about it off and on here on the channel. Game Informer is a place that I aspire to work someday. It is it gave me a new appreciation for not only games but being a writer. My grandfather was a journalist, as I am. He was the editor for the Terrell newspaper, which is where he lived here in Texas, for well over 3 decades, and that he essentially gave most of his life to, well, maybe not necessarily most, but a gigantic portion of his life to covering his area and being a good writer, writing columns. He wrote about me a lot whenever I was an infant and a toddler, and that was probably the biggest influence in me going into that profession, and me, honing my skills and developing a passion for writing and for video games. And so I just want to say, I'm not a Christian. A lot of my people in my family are, and we go to the funeral in a couple days. I'm sure there'll be a lot of prayer and a lot of we'll see him in the next life and all that. And I'm not saying that I won't see him in the next life. I don't know. There's no way to know. And the truth is, it really just doesn't matter whether I see him in the next life or not, because that's a lifetime away. But I just wanted to say a few words about how important he was in my life, and how instrumental he was in stoking my passion for games and for writing. And it is a possibility that without him, there may well not be a Wildfire Gaming, or I might not be a part of it. So with that, let's get into the game. But rest in peace to my grandfather. I called him Pappy. Jim Raines. I've never met a man that I respected more, and he was kind of a father figure to me, since I never really had a very strong one, and so it was an honor to know him, that's for sure. But okay, so get into Fallout 4. Let's go ahead and take this off. It's been a few days since I last streamed, but I believe that the last thing I did
the other
was
squires are going to be so jealous when I get back.
Go through Pikmin's gallery. I'm traveling with Dogmeat for now, because I accidentally pissed off Diamond City, and I don't really have any other companions that are available that aren't in Diamond City. Looks like the Brotherhood's patrolling over there. Oh. Sure hope it's a Brotherhood. I'm not so sure it is. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So I know that there's a quest in the it has to do with that ship right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my way there. There's a good bit of stuff that I can get involved in up here. I'm planning on continuing. The Silver Shroud quests kind of continue up here. I guess that's kind of it, but I'm also going to go to this ship. That'll be another one. So we'll be over here for the next little while. This is not the furthest north I've been by any means, but it is an area that I haven't really explored.
Allows nuclear protection on
Not much to that. Oh. Don't need crystal. Gotta get back into the swinging things here. A lot of my junk, I don't have that much right now. I don't know if Dogmeat has any. No. I think it's just with Curie. And I'm gonna have to go clean that up eventually, but for now, it's not that important. It was pretty stupid what caused me to piss off Diamond City, where they all became hostile. It was I was doing that quest where you get Mel out of the prison, and the guards said that he could go, and then so I was just like open the gate for him, and apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. Cool. So they all opened fire, and frankly I returned fire, and Diamond City has a much smaller population now than they did before that situation. Okay, so I've pretty much created the build that I wanted to whenever I started Sylas. He's got the pistols, he's got the toughness, he's got all the crafting stuff. A lot of this, the toughness and life gear was just kind of to help mitigate the early game difficulty, even if I didn't have power armor. But he's got science, demolition expert, all strong back that I want. So this is pretty much what I wanted. And from here, I have a few options. So I could increase intelligence by 1 and go ahead and get nuclear physicist. That would be pretty smart, considering how much I use power armor. But I also have a ton of fusion cores, so it's not entirely necessary. I may do it just because it's there and I'm so close, but it's not the biggest priority. Then we have, I could go into agility and help bolster my action points, because I don't really, I just have the lowest agility possible. But the truth is, action points are good, they're fun to use, VATS is fun to use, but, obviously I've been doing pretty fine without them thus far, so I don't feel like it's entirely necessary. And then the same goes for the luck skill tree, because I think the luck skill tree as far as combat goes is indeed the most powerful. And so I could start going through the luck perks, but I'm going to have to invest quite a bit before I get down to the perks that I really want. It's these 4 that I'm really interested in. And I could get Bloody Mess. It's not like the greatest perk, I don't feel like, but eventually when you get a 15% damage in combat, that's not bad on top of the damage increases I already have. And plus Bloody Mess is just fun. But what's the most tempting right now, and I think what I'm going to actually do, especially since I already have them unlocked without having to go up into the special, is doing Locksmith and Hacker. It's been a long time since I've actually gotten these perks, and it kind of makes sense for my character. Sylas being kind of the mercenary, scavenger kind of guy that he has become. And like I said, it's just convenient to have. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I guess I'm gonna get Locksmith first because it just seems like they are the most useful perks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Locksmith. So it's gonna be a while before we start dipping back into combat perks.
Scanning. Accessing pre-war records. Record found. 108th Infantry Regiment, 2nd Battalion. Ahoy there. 'Tis Providence, a member of the Congressional Army, is delivered to us in our hour of need.
I was in the Army, but what's the Congressional Army?
Standing orders, sir. Proclamation 3. All members of the U.S. Army are hereby members of the Congressional Army. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the Double Creek, sir.
After today, it's going to be hard to go back to patrolling the creek.
So I know that a lot of people really like this quest. Personally, I think it's a bit overrated, I must say. It's kind of like the... it actually has a lot of similarities with the quests that you do in Fallout New Vegas that everybody also likes, where you help the ghouls kind of launch off in those rockets. And I do think the New Vegas quest is better, and I don't even think the that quest is like one of the best in New Vegas. It ends up, unfortunately, this quest just ends up being, a big old fetch quest, which is what most of the quests are in this game. I'm sorry to say.
We're taking on an allied soldier.
Defending
Clear the berth. Disable the
The USS Constitution is a real ship, though. It's really cool. Oh shit. That Squire is causing some problems.
Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permission to use lethal force.
Try that. You'll be nothing but scrap metal, pal.
Threats detected. Awaiting permission to terminate target.
Stand down. That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down. Hostile target.
None of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
First Mate, Congressional Army? Why are you talking like that?
This is the pride of our Navy, the USS Constitution. As her commander, it is my privilege to enforce a certain measure of decorum amongst my crew.
Your lookout told me to come up here. Why?
I confess, we need your assistance. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. It calmed these long years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
That's quite a predicament.
What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
If I help you, I expect part of the payment up front.
For your services, you will get your fair share of the prize money at the end of the voyage, the same as the rest of the crew. I consider this matter resolved. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach.
I've actually died here before.
Kill them only as a last resort. A few more. The cannons are ready.
Holy shit.
Everything we got.
Damn, you kidding me? These guys are good. You kidding me? That's crazy. See, that's why it's dangerous. They're throwing these freaking grenades. I need to go down there. This is kind of fun. This part is firing down on these guys. Alright, I can take this one. Let's see what that guy is freaking good.
Order will be destroyed. Stand by.
Look at that!
Your attempted
30.
making things worse for
Oh, that
you.
sucks. Yeah, these aren't gonna be lasting too long here. This ammo.
Continue. This is unlawful. Put down your weapons and submit. Authority.
Damn.
Captain Ironsides.
Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator.
Yeah, alright. Don't seem to be up here. Definitely went through some ammo on that one. Still got that kid down here fighting all these robots. Oh shit.
Patrolling. Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Your very presence does this humble unit programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Is every robot on this tub broken?
I confess, I may be missing a few parts that are considered standard on my model. But broken? I should say not. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, sir. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages, I find myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
I'll get right on it.
My anxiety emulators are lightning by the microsecond. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude.
Warning. Hostiles in area.
I got really high intelligence. I might be able to fix a lot of this place without even messing with all the fetching.
You got this, sir.
Hey, Bosun.
Power courses through the Constitution's veins. Again! Her systems, long starved, flicker to life. A hearty congratulation. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, to my shame, I previously complained about is fluctuating wildly.
All right.
Power relay coils are a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Surely they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas.
Permission to destroy. Intruder denied. Do not be alarmed.
Hey, Bosun.
Power flows far and steady. I would applaud you. Alas, I cannot, due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, sir, huzzah!
Well, if you've got nothing else.
I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttle buddies, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not already, speak to it. Fare thee well.
USS Constitution is cool if you know its history. It was a really powerful ship that the U.S. used kind of during the Revolutionary era. I know they for sure used it in the War of 1812. And every battle that it went in, it not only survived, it like devastated the opponents. Even whenever it was, kind of old, even for their standards, it just kicked ass all the way through its life. But if you don't know that, it doesn't really compete with the landmarks of that. That's interesting. I wonder what this is. That you were dealing with in Fallout 3.
soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
Why did the scavengers attack?
Scavengers have attacked ship 17 times, destroyed 13% of ship's systems, stole 5% of ship's store. Logic error. Captain's orders authorize scavenger termination only if necessary to preserve the ship.
If they've attacked you 17 times, why don't you fight back?
This unit suggests Captain's core processes in need of extensive maintenance. Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
I just need to know where the chip is.
Chip is with the thieves. Human scavengers. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's forward recon station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, sir.
Interesting.
Door held and all is well.
Don't shoot! Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
Whatever.
Look, sorry, all right? It's just when you waltzed right into the Constitution, it pushed those assholes over the edge. How did you get aboard anyway? We thought you were gonna get cratered for sure.
He knew I was an Army veteran, so he let me on the ship.
Army? Isn't that some old world mumbo jumbo? Whatever. So, you got to see the inside, huh? All that salvage. The real motherlode, just waiting to be stripped and sold.
Is all the junk inside really that valuable?
Well, yeah, we could keep Diamond City in parts for months with all them gizmos. We'd never have to scrounge in the gutter again. So you talked with the tin can. What'd he have to say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for? His rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
So, he wants to build a rocket.
You can't seriously be all right with that. Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with him.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This guy's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that fricking tin can once and for all.
What's in it for me?
What do you think? The tin can's gonna pay you? Maybe in some fricking doubloon? Stick with us and you'll be rolling in caps. So you in or out?
No deal. I'm with Ironsides.
Then screw you, asshole. You're lucky we don't gun you down.
Need something? Talk to me. Orders are pretty clear about thieves. Nothing personal.
I'm gonna follow.
You're gonna pay for that.
Not sure where I killed that one. Oh well.
Mr. Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Ship recovered. Dispensing bounty. Diagnostics report. 1 error remaining. Guidance radar's transmitter is non-functional. Requires replacement.
Tell me more.
Acquire Poseidon radar transmitter at specified map coordinates. Further bounty will be dispensed upon completion, sir.
Apparently I'm not quite a master repairman. It's not too far though. Can do that here shortly. I think my power armor should be safe here.
Hey.
Jeez, I'm looking around all this crap. Why the hell did I bring this? Alright, gonna have to unload. It's a really good combat shotgun, but wise to sleep. We're going in without protection. Gotta be a bed around here somewhere. It's definitely not ideal. Yeah. Bunker Hill. There it is.
Caravan or raider?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad
Hey,
with all this
you.
shit.
Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
You should look after yourself.
See? Now that's some advice. We got a business. You know how lucky we are? And you want to throw it away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Death Claw Preservation Society.
What did the Institute do to you?
Ah, Gary. He is, well, was one of Cricket's hired guns. He hits the road and comes back to find his wife missing.
Yeah, so the Institute kidnaps people. I'm not saying I like it, but the world's a dangerous place. It's not your job to save it. And dealing with the railroad, the Institute. Might as well put a bullet in your own damned skull. It'll just save you time.
Trying to save synths sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
Fine place to sleep right here. Reasonable rate.
All right, here's your money.
Stockton snores. You've been warned.
What a ripoff. Better than nothing. Smiling Kate. Got some bad news for you, sister. Right about That was something to smile about. Where'd she go? Ah, there she is. That's one down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run to your death. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Power armor is just so important. Look at this one super. See about that. excited. Sure, there's some fun I could get into in there, but this is not the time for looting. Looks like somebody already got there. Oh, oh.
Kendra and Delancey are 6 feet under. The Silver Shroud claimed the hits. Northy, St. John wants you to keep up the recruiting effort. We need more warm bodies after we deal with the costume. And don't worry.
Got it.
Kate's gathering a bunch of meatheads to take the Shroud out.
Got it.
The boss ain't happy. Now's not a time for failure.
This Spirit Act, huh?
Alright. No. Okay.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
Yeah, whatever. I can't believe they still haven't found a way to be able to turn off multiple waypoints. Silver Shroud duties are over. That's the place. get into some trouble at this location. But now, got some raiders after us. Brotherhood is on the move.
You're nothing.
Let's put that to the test. It's pretty cool. I really noticed that deployment before. I don't think you guys are needed here. Calling some raiders, it's fine. This is what we wanted. Yeah, here. Whoa, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Dumb roaches. Oh. It's got 62 XP for killing that blowfly. How about this one? Look at that poison. These blowflies are no joke. That's hardly what I'm most worried about, though.
Bingo.
Good. So now we're in for the real test. Hello. Where's the weak point? Oh, I guess that's that. That'll do it for our questing in this area. For now, I believe. Head back to the USS Constitution, take care of that. Then we'll move on to Good Neighbor. Get the Silver Shroud stuff going. Uh-oh. And we'll see from there. That'll be when it's time to make our next big decision on what to do next. Bug has a pencil. Addicted to Psycho, huh? Probably should do something about that. I don't know if there's any doctors at Bunker Hill. There probably is. See my gun barrel down there. Interesting. I don't really... That's probably not good. There we go. Yeah, that's... There we go. I don't know Bunker Hill as well as the other settlements. I don't think there's a doctor in Good Neighbor. So there may not be one here.
I can't believe Kessler keeps this town together. Between the caravan bosses and the raiders.
Guy kinda looks like a doctor.
Dangerous world out there. Good thing, too. Otherwise, no business for doctors, am I right?
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
You have any of those symptoms? Tell me about them.
Got roughed up.
You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep. That's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started. Done. You got more problems? Here's hoping, right? Yeah, I'll see you soon.
You don't have cures for chem addiction, do you?
All part of good living, am I right? Let me give you something that'll flush out the aftertaste. Done. Now, is there anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there.
The only way you get old in this job is assume everyone's out to kill you.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
Let's see what you have.
See something you like, buy it. My stock moves fast.
Yeah. Some decent carry weight even without the power armor now. That, oh jeez. That's probably not good. No, it's not good at all.
Hey, Deb. What's good today?
Just got a lot of scrap metal in. Could fix you up with some new tats or new shoes for your Brahmin.
I think the boss is paying.
Come out and play. And boy!
Alright, well, it's gonna be a while before I want to do that quest.
Hi, I'm Meg.
Hi. You have some sort of medical problem here, or are you just...
Let's see.
Yeah. See what's wrong?
Tell me your problem.
I've got an itch, Doc. Too many chems. Got anything that can help?
All part of good living, am I right? Let me give you something that'll flush out the aftertaste. Done. Now, is there anything else bothering you?
Shut up.
Alright. I have no interest in going to do that again. So, I guess I'll go pick up my power armor and get back to Good Neighbor. It's my first death in quite a while.
All is well.
I don't even know if it's worth going all there just to talk to Hancock. I think it is not. Bethesda didn't do the greatest job on having those vertebrates land right where you want. Let's see. Drumlin Diner will do.
All systems go. We're clear for takeoff. All weapon systems are go. Good shooting, Knight.
Dang, that's pretty impressive. Got a whole friggin' Mixmaster. He's gonna be out there. Maybe passing right over.
You crazy?
Stand by for landing.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
Got enough of those. Here's the big seller.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
You break it, you buy it.
At this point, I'm not really spending my money on anything else, so I might as well start buying material. I'll be able to do a decent amount of crafting if I ever get back. Oh my god, sure is.
What the?
Holy shit, I didn't even know that a behemoth can appear like that. Try to stay in there and take it, big man. That felt too good. That would have been certain death if I didn't have this power armor on. Jesus! Damn. Wow, that's a really nice touch. You can hear the rain coming off the roof. Still can't get a good night's sleep, but I can at least get something done here. What the fuck? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, that's ooh, it's creepy. But yeah, that's really a nice touch that you can hear the rain on the roof. Yeah, go, I scared the shit out of me, but it's been worse. This is probably the scaredest I've ever been in, or most scared, whatever, I've ever been in a game. Was playing Fallout 3, and it was pretty late. And the Diaguai in Fallout 3 are a lot freaking creepier than they are in this game. And I was just trying to snipe one at a distance, and it got away. But little did I know it was like looping around to come back and attack me, and I was, you know, just kind of running along, and you know, it just let out like this fierce roar behind me. I turned around, and it was lunging right for my face. Man, that was a scary moment. I don't know if my little mind was quite ready for that.
Deacon, is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
That? Not much of a disguise.
A disguise is more than a wig and some lice-ridden clothes. You'd be surprised how far I've gotten with the right attitude and a clipboard. But about the job. The railroad's only recently been using the old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe. We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
Great. So, what are we doing here?
The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So, we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
Go on.
We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base. So let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So I'm looking for rail signs. Symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Alright, maybe the handshake never got on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going.
How's the matter with me now? Of course.
Got another rail sign. Right there.
Yep, sure enough.
Probably close. See the plus in the center? That means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, mine is in the shop. Trust me.
You have a Geiger counter? You have a goddamn Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
Who the hell is he? HQ said they were sending one agent, not two.
Sorry, I'm new. He's just showing me the ropes.
All right. The wall is my witness. I thought I was dead. It's about goddamn time you headquarters bastards got here.
Tell me what's going on.
I signed on for some light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn chrome dome synth sons of bitches. The front's fortified to hell and back. They placed mines all over the goddamn place.
They have a minefield?
Yeah, the mother of all minefields. I couldn't draw you a map if I tried.
What do you mean by chrome dome synths?
You know, them early model synths. Looks like metal wrapped over mechanical innards. You see them here and there doing who knows what for the Institute.
Good to know. I'll be going.
Yeah. As soon as it's safe, I'm getting the hell out of here. So if you need anything else, better ask soon.
Excuse me.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
Speaking of truth, why did you lie to Ricky?
My job in the railroad is intel. That job's easier if no one knows who I am. So, I lied. I do that. So you handled the talkie talk, and I got to watch from the sidelines. Go team us.
Why would Ricky lie?
People always got reasons to lie. The Institute could have turned him. Or, more likely, he's just seriously pissed off at us. Take your pick.
He doesn't strike me as the dishonest type.
Yeah, that's my read, too. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. So, if we take him at his word, the front door has mines, synths, and probably other fun and exciting prizes. So, we're going in through the escape tunnel.
Let's move out.
You lead us there, pal. I got you covered.
Good.
Back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
The synths didn't start off as nigh-perfect copies of human beings. The Institute had to work up to that level of hubris. Gen 1s and 2s were stepping stones along the way. The Railroad's not fully united on how we feel about them.
What's there to be divided about?
Everyone wants to liberate the Gen 3s, the human-looking synths. Some of the synths in the Railroad, like Glory, think we should help earlier models too. But Gen 1s are basically the same as, well, a Protectron. So the line gets muddy. Do we defend AI rights? Terminals? Hell, turrets? Anytime it gets brought up, fireworks. All the old arguments flare up. The upshot is Glory and some others won't run missions like this.
Who's Dr. Carrington?
All goes well, you'll meet him soon enough.
Ready to go.
First step is to override the security lockdown.
Well, there's deadly sense in there.
Well, the terminal's on at least. I'm gonna feed it some passwords. No. 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 Ah, missed one, you cocky bastards. The prototype's deeper inside.
Movement detected.
Someone left a rail sign here.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
This one means danger. Yeah, I know.
There you are. Is someone present? Please reveal yourself. Overactive sensors. Nothing more.
Wait, see the box in the center of that rail sign? That means there's a cache. Looks like Maven managed to hide something before it. around. Tinker managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the pushers down. Hey, probably saved some time.
I have detected you.
Ever seen it? Institute, let's fuck up your day tack. There shouldn't be any coursers in here, but if there are, just...
Shutting down.
I recommend against hostile action.
Power them up. We can give our friends a little surprise.
Are you attempting an ambush? Your termination is inevitable. Sensitivity of mind sensors clearly needs adjustment. Hello. Yes. Engaging hostile life form. Standing down.
Bye-bye, Gen 1s. Prepare to be shocked. Not every Slocum's Joe has a massive tunnel coming. Flex underneath it. You're entering... Secret Defense Intelligence Agency research lab, a place that never officially existed. It's called the Switchboard. The prototype is locked up in the heart of the facility.
Up here, my target has disappeared.
If they return, I will be ready.
Excellent. Objective enemy. hostile life form.
Holy shit.
Deacon.
Ah, the switchboard. A lot of memories here.
What's up, Jared? Got a little problem here. I can't get Deacon to move.
Terminal's got this locked.
What the hell was that? I can't kill him. It's essential. I don't know what to do. Typical Bethesda crap.
Hostile. Detected.
I'm playing on PS4.
Yes.
Alright.
Going up. Moving.
No, it's all good. It's normally I'd be talking more too, but pretty tired. I was planning on stopping soon, but I really want to get this quest finished. And as you have seen, having some issues doing that. Jesus. Out of the way, dumb butt. Yeah, it's, I don't know where you live, but it's not so much the length, it's, but it's like 1:30 in the morning here. I live in Texas. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. For the most part, this is a much more stable game than, you know, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, especially Fallout New Vegas, but definitely having some issues right now. At least I'm getting some aluminum. Well, that's even later.
Going down. Oh.
Still fucking staying in there.
If we make it out of here alive, I guarantee your railroad material.
Oh, that's definitely annoying. I don't have a gun that has like a lot of force. So I don't really have a way to like send them flying or anything. In Skyrim, at least you have the unrelenting force shout, and you can usually send them flying if you need to, but not so in Fallout 3 or 4.
Got it.
Ah, good idea. Oops. What an idiot. We'll see. Now he says he's my enemy.
Terminal somewhere.
Yeah, that's really annoying because they're a pretty significant part of the game, and I wanted to go to the end with them because it's the only ending I haven't done. But I guess that's, I mean, done everything I can. actually annoying. So, well, I have had enough of this crap, and I'm really tired. So I'm going to bed, and I guess I'm just not gonna be doing this quest.